Welcome Pisces, welcome to my channel. I am Dee and this is Intuitive Life Advice. I'm going to talk to you for just a second while I reshuffle these cards. It is storming. It's a beautiful storm. It is raining, thundering. Oh. Thanks for joining me. Pisces. Beautiful water sign. Thank you all for subscribing, and if you haven't, please do. It helps me grow my channel. Commenting on the videos, if you resonate with them, helps me grow my channel, and mainly it helps others. I want to grow a community here where you all are helping one another heal by sharing your experiences and your thoughts about certain situations. I appreciate you all so much. Thanks for joining me. Okay, let's pull some cards for you. Well, this is interesting. You've got a card already here in the same placement as the Scorpio reading. Pisces. Who are we dealing with here? We've got a fire sign. Ooh, when you all get a little more comfortable with me, I might stop shuffling as much on camera. It just takes up so much of our time here. Ooh, and another one. Okay, I'm seeing fire, Taurus, and earth, which could be Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. We'll get a love card here. Thank you all again for joining me. It means more to me than you're ever going to know. Okay, Scorpio also got the Love is Patient card, and that may be of significance to you, so you may heed that. What I'm seeing here, Pisces, is that you're not wanting to take a look at something. You're not wanting to acknowledge that something is in front of your face. You're trying not to see it. You're trying not to recognize it. You just don't want to. You do not want to see this. You're also being protected from this by, there's no other way to put it, but your ancestors. You're being protected from something here. And this ancestor is a fire sign. And when I saw this fire sign card, Aries came to mind immediately. So somebody, certainly at least one person, has Aries ancestor that they were deeply connected with in a beautiful and loving way. And that person has passed on, but they're a part of your protection right now on this world, in this world. So that's very deep information there. I understand that some people don't like that kind of information, but I just have to show you what I've got here, what I'm seeing, and what I'm being given to share with you. So you're being protected, and this is divine protection. You know, nothing can penetrate through this wall of protection and get to you that doesn't need to get to you. Some of this is never going to see the light of day when it comes to affecting you. You're just so protected, my goodness, so protected. There's a wedding here. We've got the Taurus, we've got a pregnancy and a wedding. It looks like this is one of those things where you've you go through a relationship, you fall in love, you get married, you get pregnant and have a baby or several babies. And it's a beautiful energy. This column of this reading is a very, very traditional, very grounded, very normal feeling. I feel like you had one of those normal American lives with, you had a wife or a husband who was nurturing. The feminine energy took on the feminine traits. The masculine energy took on the masculine traits and characteristics. The man went to work. The mother stayed home, raised the children, kept the home nice. And it was just a beautiful arrangement. And it went well. It went like smoothly. And this is unusual to come up in a reading in this way, because I know that sounds... it sounds so basic, but it's not basic. It is, it's beautiful. When the female in the relationship or the feminine energy in the relationship is just in love with being home and making home for the husband and the children and raising the children and making sure that they have a beautiful home and everything goes smoothly. And then the masculine energy or the husband is the male energy, the masculine energy, going out and working a traditional job and loving that his wife packs his lunch with a little note. It's just a beautiful energy. It's like the old-fashioned traditional type love, and it seems to be becoming less and less prominent in the world today. It's beautiful. I mean, I'm just kind of stuck right there. Now, you've got someone who is being nosy or spying on you. I don't really like the word spying because it makes this reading sound so immature and silly. Just, I don't really do silly, immature readings unless the energy makes me. When it comes out, I just show you what I see and feel. But this person is truly watching you. I mean, they watch you and they're in love with you. It's like they don't spy on you. They are, if you're doing something around the house, this person will watch you. It's this person that you're in this relationship with. They love to watch you when you're making dinner, or they love to watch you when you're feeding the kids or helping them with their homework or whatever it is that you do. They just love watching you. They're so in love with you still. I mean, you've got the Cloud 9 card here. I mean, that's like, they're just so in love with you. It's beautiful energy. I mean, I just feel like they still are so in love with you, and it feels like they just keep falling deeper and deeper in love with you the longer you're together. I mean, that is just so beautiful and rare. Now, there's something that you're dealing with on your own, and it has to do with you having to keep the faith and believe that the road that you're on is that you're not going to be jumping off the tracks and maybe feeling a little overly stressed or overly overwhelmed. Maybe I feel like you're not really at risk of being overwhelmed, even though you're doing so much, because you're just well grounded. I mean, look at the earth energy here. There's something that you're not wanting to see, though. There's something that maybe occurred. I feel this very strongly, that whatever this thing was in the past that you're being protected from that has to do with a fire sign. That could be maybe an ex, someone you knew before this person that you married and had children with. It feels like whatever happened there in your past really is, you've handled it beautifully all these years, but it feels like whatever you did back then, you still have to have patience with yourself about. Maybe, I don't even really need to name things here because you're going to already know what I'm trying to get at. There's something that you've done in your past that has caused you to go within and have to spiritually ground yourself and keep yourself balanced so that it doesn't overwhelm you emotionally. This could have been some type of abuse. It could have been an abortion. It could have been 100 different things, one of 100 different things. Whatever this was, maybe it's something you tried. Maybe it's something you experienced. Maybe you lost a child involuntarily, that type of thing. And it'll get you if you don't address it in the right way. And you're having to be patient with yourself even now, after all this beautiful life that you've lived. You have to be very gentle with yourself and patient, because you're not letting this get to you. I mean, I don't know that I've seen such a beautiful, strong, courageous, loving human being in any reading I've ever done here so far on YouTube. You're so, the things that you're doing for your family, your significant other, the children, the child, whoever your significant other is, your little family unit, you're just selfless. But you're trying to also remember that you matter. You have to take care of you as well. And you have to be patient with yourself. You can't get everything done every single day. And you just seem so balanced here and so faithful and blessed. My gosh. This is beautiful energy. I mean, it's kind of mesmerizing. Let's get a Words of Wisdom card for you to end this reading with. These are normally divine messages, and I always look forward to these. Okay. This is very interesting. You got the Narcissism card. Now I'm going to make a statement here. This Narcissism card isn't the same as the card that is narcissistic personality disorder or a narcissistic abuse or any of that. This is narcissism. This is where someone loves themselves more than anything else, and they can't see past that. It's just, it just clouds their mind because they don't see anyone else. They only see themselves. Very self-centered type person. Now, what I got here is, this is very clear to me. The Narcissism card is, this is what you were dealing with back here. You learned very quickly in your past. This could be recent past, before you were married and had a family, or this could be several years before you married and had a family. But you were operating out of this fire sign energy, and very narcissistic, very self-centered, very egotistical, and vain and just all about yourself. And sometimes when you're going through your day, you have to remind yourself that you do matter, you know? I mean, you don't want to get into a situation like you've been in before where you feel like you're the only one that matters in the world. You know, it isn't all about you. You've learned that. That's the lesson you've learned, is that it's not all about you. And you're so far from being narcissistic now, after meeting this wonderful person, this love of your life, and having this family and living this beautiful life with your family, your little family unit. You're so far from being a narcissist, being self-centered, that sometimes you have to remind yourself that you do matter. And you stay balanced and grounded because you know that you can't give all of your energy to everyone else. You do have to remember that you deserve to be loved as well. And you take the time for that. You do. You take some time out for yourself. And it's a very balanced energy. You've got it figured out. Pisces, it's a beautiful reading. Thank you for joining me. And I wish you everything that is wonderful. And this is a beautiful reading. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back with another reading soon. Take care, Pisces.